Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into how to read information from double entry tables. We'll be using page 28 of our math textbook as our guide. These tables are super helpful for organizing and understanding information. They have rows and columns, and the intersection point provides specific data. Let's start with an example. Imagine a table showing the number of apples and oranges each student in our class has. The rows could be students' names, and the columns could be labeled apples and oranges. To find Sarah's apples, go to the Sarah row under the apples column. Now, let's turn to page 28. What does this table represent? Look at the row and column headings. What information is being presented? Is it about animals, toys, or game scores? Identifying the table's subject is the first step. It helps us understand the context and the type of data. Once we know what the table is about, we can extract information. Look at the headings closely, they act as labels. For instance, if a row is cats and the column is blue eyes, the intersecting number shows how many cats have blue eyes. Next, let's practice. Locate a specific piece of information on page 28. For example, find how many students have a specific number of pets. Find the student's name row in the pet number column. The number at the intersection is the answer. What does the intersection between two different pieces of information tell us? Try to understand the table's context on page 28 and identify what it shows. Double entry tables are used in many real-world situations, like sports statistics and weather reports. Being able to read these tables allows you to quickly understand a lot of information. Now, consider the questions on page 28. These questions test your understanding of reading tables. Read each question carefully and refer back to the table. Always double-check your work. If you find a question challenging, reread the table labels. If you still struggle, ask for help. Practice makes perfect, so the more you do it, the easier it will become. Finally, let's review. What are the key steps to reading a table? First, identify what the table is about. Second, examine the row and column headings. Third, find the specific data by following the rows and columns to their intersection. By following these steps, you'll become a pro. Remember to refer back to the example on page 28. Great job!